Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
What's going on, everybody?
Over here. Welcome to the stream, live stream takeover.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Who put a
Episode
question mark on the teleprompter?
132.
I remembered to skip a number as I incremented up, since I was gone for a week.
You were gone. You were gone for a while. I felt well, I'm not going to say sad. Different.
Yeah.
I felt different. I felt
like
empty.
Like a sneeze, but better? No.
Like whatever it was, it felt good. So come on, don't go changing. Come on back anytime.
Yes, I'm glad to be back. I have many things that I would like to work on. Projects. Many projects. I'm very excited today about things. We made a lot of progress today.
Man. Today was a good day. Hey, check in. Let us know where you're watching from.
Can you make your head smaller?
No. Wait. How about now?
It's still huge. Just
scale it down.
I can't. If I do, there's going to be a black border around it. I'm just saying. I just feel like you're trying to get real close to everybody and just.
Do you want me to, I can't, if I go in there now and start fiddling around with stuff, it's going to break things. So
yeah,
deal with it.
Fine.
Deal with me being huge.
I feel like everyone's going to have to hold their phone further away. Just like, or it's like at an angle so that you were like about the same.
Here, if I just do this for the, here, you
know
what? Here.
Like your original videos. Talk to us about styrene while you do that.
So if you, don't worry about it.
Go find Matt's how-to styrene video, his original one. I think he took his cell phone and he propped it against a beer bottle, and then he sat way above it, and he's just like.
I'll tell you what it was. I used this camera, but I didn't have this wide of a lens. I think I only had a nifty 50 at the time. So it was like, it was literally right here. Because on a 50 mil on
that's a lot on a
crop APS-C sensor, crop sensor, that's like it's like a 68 mil. Pretty tight.
That is.
There's Gunner coming in hot with his satisfiedjerky.com. Hashtag tardiness is Josh's superpower.
That may have been because we did. Okay, a couple of stories. Let's get.
Today
I'm gonna get mad right off the bat.
Good. Great.
So this weekend, last weekend was the ASD event, and it was a great event. Got up there.
Yes.
Was hoping to shoot. What time did I say I was going to be there, Gunner? 8. It's an hour and a half away.
That means you would have had to have left the house, and I'm just doing some quick math here. 6:30.
Okay, that is correct. We did not leave by 6:30. And then on the way, I was like, well, we need to stop at the grocery store and get like a case of water,
provisions,
some snacks and things like that, bag of ice, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we stop at the grocery store in Jackson, California, get our supplies, push ourselves back a little bit further. Not too bad. Maybe
that's a 20-minute stop.
That's about right. Exactly. So get our stuff. I'm going to run over to the gas station, fill up the Jeep. And while I'm there, I'm just going to start my filming. So.
Sounds logical.
Right? Hit the button. And the GoPro's just like starts.
No thanks.
Shows the counter, but it doesn't start counting up. Just shows 0 minutes, 0 seconds. And then it stops. SD card to error. I was like, okay. Let's format the card. Try that. Doesn't work. So I'm just like, well, okay. I guess I have to go find a new SD card, and this is your last chance for gas. You know.
Were you out of sheets?
No, I have no idea what that is. But
if you were at a Sheets, they probably would have had an SD card.
Sheetz gas stations, I could see that, or Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
There's a Walmart in the town. We go around there, and it's like the old school Walmart. I don't know if you guys live in an area where you're all next gen, but
I'm in Canada, so maybe they're all the old style.
Well, that's possible. But you go in and it's just straight up old school. I'm like, oh wow. Go to the back. It's like the SD cards aren't even locked up type thing. They're just like, look at it. So I got myself a new 256 and
that's a lot.
Yeah, and go check out. Put me a little bit further behind. Whatever. We do get to
that's another 20-minute trip.
Yeah, we get to the event about 9. So we were 20 minutes late leaving.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Not terrible.
That's, because I was at an event, sort of an invite-only event, a couple weekends back now. 2 weekends ago. And when, it got to be about 9:30-ish, and Chris from GCM was like, "Are you almost here?" And I know why he was asking, because they were doing the gallery voting thing, and they wanted concours of it.
And they wanted,
and I was, he was just being polite because maybe I had a truck in there. And I said, "It's okay. Go ahead without me." Because there was no way I was going to be on time. I have never officially been on time for an RC event ever, unless it's plain and get there a day before the event starts.
Yeah, it's just,
How many drivers' meetings have you missed?
All of them. Yeah. Like
all of them.
Like, I know how to drive.
I know what the rules are, don't worry.
And then
did anybody I missed what they said.
What's this deal on this? What's this thing on this course here? Like, they talked about it in the drivers' meeting. Like, totally
neat.
How did you understand it though? Like, I'm just wondering if we heard different things.
Yeah, just checking to see if maybe you heard it differently than I did.
Right, like there's different interpretations. Just trying to make sure we're all on the same page.
I don't want to get it right. I look a little cold and gray tonight. I feel a bit of both of those things, but I'll fix that. Filters, color correction,
yeah,
saturation.
So I
here we go.
Had a great time at the event. Schultz came up from SoCal. I had just spent a few days with him in Vegas. Then he came up to SoCal, and he had my
it's like he's
Easy Up still
following you
from Nationals in Alabama. So he brought that up on Friday. Like, already had my spot reserved for me. So
that's awesome.
So it was Schultz, and then me, and then Gunner set his up right next to us.
Nice. And RC 4-wheel drive was right next to you.
You know what? RC 4-wheel drive was not on display, but
they were.
But got there, rolled in, had a great day, filmed, had the TRX 4000 out, did some tug of warring and all that.
Oh, nice.
Great time. Got home from the event though. All of my footage for the day, 0 audio.
Yes.
0 audio. Yes. All goddamn day. I got lots of video of me just like holding my camera going. And then I'm like, are you kidding me? I was so mad.
I have a feeling that if you posted that video just as is, cut it like you were speaking, like cut it at appropriate times, like you finish talking, and then it would still get the same number of views. No doubt in my mind. Same amount of views. People probably mute most of your videos.
You know what? I'm fine with that, really.
Hey, as long as they're watching, right? Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Blind
so
Guy
mad.
RC, thanks very much. Awesome job on the 6x6 video. Thanks again. You are welcome. Thank you. I had a fun time making that 6x6 video. And for a running video, decent number of views.
That's good.
Pretty happy with that.
That's good. I turned it on and I was like getting ready or something. So it was playing and I was listening to it. But I didn't pay as much attention to the whole thing.
Doesn't matter.
As much as I'm interested in Cherokees, you still got the full length watch time out of me.
Yes. Sweet. We prefer Josh to be seen and not heard. That's from Checkered Past. He brought something to my attention today.
The Horizon Custom Shop?
Okay,
I like to spoil it for you. No, I like to spoil it for you. It's better this way.
Here's how a show works, Josh. When there are two people who are interacting, one of them isn't always a jackass. Well, actually, no. One of them always is a jackass. Jackass. Stupid.
Yeah, he brought that to my attention today as well.
Something we should talk about because that's news to me. I didn't know that was even a thing.
And I can't see a press release from it anywhere yet.
No.
It's interesting. RC Patino.
You know what it screams
Thank you. Is Matt growing a beard for the winter? he got a haircut too.
He got a haircut, but because I'm going on vacation. But this is like normal. This is a normal amount of stubble for me. I don't shave down to the skin anymore.
You know what it is? It's the fact that your head is so much closer to the camera now. People can see your pores.
What are you talking about? It's normal.
So, yes, custom shop.
Yeah, custom shop. I took a brief look at it, but it's basically just buy your RTR, then buy a bunch of. No, I didn't even really look at it. I looked at the web page, like opening page. What? So, what now?
So, it's like custom.horizonhobby.com or something like that. I don't know. But you can go on there and you can buy your pre-assembled SCX3 with straight axle base.
Oh. Okay. All right.
$299. That's the interesting part. You can get that part of it for $299.
That's a pretty good deal.
That is no stock electronics, no wheels, no tires, obviously, no body, anything like that. So it is just but I still feel like
it's not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal if you're planning to change a bunch of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
That's kind of where the deal part of it ends.
Ends? How much is the labor?
So there isn't a labor added.
Okay. But they do the assembly.
They do the assembly. They will paint the bodies a small number of pre-selected colors. You can get the 4Runner, the Tacoma.
Any color as long as it's black.
Yeah. The 4Runner, the Tacoma, or the new style Bronco. Those are your three options for bodies.
Oh, because they're Pro-Line bodies. Okay.
Because they're Pro-Line bodies.
Copy.
And then you can only get Class 1 tires. You can only get the Class 1 Hyrax or the Class 1 Trencher.
Okay.
And you can get 3 different Pro-Line plastic beadlocks.
And Pro-Line shocks if you want.
Pro-Line shocks if you want. They're add-ons. It doesn't say if you get the stock ones if you replace them with the Pro-Lines. And everything, the bodies start at $129. So you're paying a pretty hefty amount there for paint. It's a one piece. The $129 is for the 4Runner body. That's a one piece body. Then it goes to $149 for the Tacoma and $169 for the Bronco. So
I guess this is for people that maybe can't paint, don't want to know how to paint. They just want to upgrade stuff, but and then Spectrum ESC combo and radio options. Okay, thanks, Checkered Past.
Exactly. The radio options are only the DX5C or the DX5 Pro. So you're having to buy.
It's spendier. Yeah.
You're going to end up at $800 to $1,000 for a SCX3 straight axle with some Spectrum electronics and a body.
Which isn't.
It's not out of from what you're going to spend.
Upgrade how much you're going to spend if you were to build it yourself. It's not far off, and you're getting somebody to do all the labor for you. But I mean, I'm a builder, so I'm going to do that myself.
Yeah, it doesn't. If you're, I don't know that it, and I don't know that you're
It's
really
not for
getting
us.
it. You're not
It's not
getting
for
it
us.
exactly. It's not. We probably most of you watching are not likely the target audience. Someone's asking what the actual website is, and do I still have it open on my phone? I of course do not. So
Here, I got it here.
thank you.
No problem.
It is customrc.horizonhobby.com.
customrc.horizonhobby.com.
Oh yeah, that's it. So, it's interesting. It's a well done website, I'll say. Mm-hmm. But, yeah,
probably. I didn't really.
Yeah, you almost looked at
closely look at it.
Blind Guy RC, thank you, sir. The trike looks dangerous. I like it. Great update.
Oh my God. It doesn't look dangerous because there's a wheelie bar.
It's still pretty.
It looks dangerous because I know how Josh controls throttle. And that part is the scary part. I think, though, if I'm honest, this thing is going to be much more well-suited to the terrain at Proline by the Fire than it ever would be on the road.
Most likely.
Do not drive that on the road ever again.
Can we get right into mail call?
Scary. Yeah, we can do mail call. Yeah, we can get into that.
I'm going to start right now.
What? Oh, this is the helmet. RC Addict just told me, do not get on that trike. I'm doing it.
Oh, Matt is getting on the trike.
I'm getting on that trike. I'm driving that trike, and that helmet better fit my tiny little head.
Well, this one will. I'm probably going to have to get another one as well, though, because this one is a little tight on my head.
But tight is good. You want tight on your helmet. Yeah. Oh, that's not the same one that you had in the picture. Yes. Oh, yes. I am in. I'm in for that. That's the only part I care about. Yes. That's awesome. That's not the right stripe, though. The stripe you showed in the screenshots. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Your color is awful.
It's
awful.
Orange and root beerish.
There's a yellow stripe in there?
Yeah, well, that's orange. There's a little bit of yellow on the top and bottom of it.
Yeah.
And then some root beer.
Cool. I'm down. I'll make sure to wear a shirt that doesn't clash. SLZRC, thank you very much. Hey, Matt, sorry for the confusion. Thanks for the stickers. Glad it all worked out. I had a few sticker sets come back to me.
Oh, bummer.
Saying, sorry, nobody lives at 123 Fake Street. So I sent those back out. Glad that they arrived this time. Thank you very much. The wheelie bar looks scary short, though. No, it's the perfect length because it doesn't let you go any further back.
He's saying it looks like you could go over it.
Oh, no. You'd have to. I watched the guys rip around on those in the factory where they were built, and they tried. I did not see anybody go over on that.
So, and I'm told that the belt on the CVT, the torque converter as I call it, will break in and make it a little bit more calm.
Well, you better do all that before PLBTF because,
Yes. Well, the fact that it's running and driving now.
That's pretty amazing. Kudos to you for getting it together in a short amount of time because you have not had all that stuff for very long.
No.
It doesn't turn, he says. It does with throttle.
Yeah.
You need more throttle.
Well, you really gotta lean and you gotta
lean into it.
It's fine.
It's not about turning.
And it's like
about going wrap and then and that's it.
Yeah. Everyone's just like, you should put a diff in it. I'm like, I don't care. It's a pointless thing. Like if it you
can't make it.
I'm not gonna commute to work on it.
That's not
like
people must think this is your daily now.
Like I'm not trying to enter the Las Vegas GP. So I'm
a thrilling 21st car in the field. I don't know that it's got enough wheels.
Perfect for Ferrari, but
the pit crew is remarkably smaller. It's just like Nicole just standing there
Yeah.
at the end of the pit lane.
Talking to somebody else and drinking a beer. Pull in like, what? She's like, shut up. Like,
Change your own tires. You're like, I only brought one set.
I didn't want to be here. I wanted to go to the drag
West
race.
Desert Wheeler. Hello, West Desert Wheeler. Or Ding Dong, as he's more affectionately known as.
What is
It's not a Honda ATC 3-wheeler. No, it is not.
No.
That is true.
It
Is that
much
Josh's
smaller.
new job? Painting bodies at Horizon. Yeah, you get one color, orange.
Yeah.
And when I say painted, it's more of paint thrown at the body
Yeah.
out of a bucket. Plap.
Yes.
That would be awesome if we could do like undercover employee where we both get to go work for Horizon Custom RC Day. And people get like a bunch of pens instead of their truck.
Yeah.
I just want it for the polo shirt. Chris Barr, thank you very much. Y'all should come out next year to our Key City Hobby Super Shafty Fall Crawl event in Western Maryland in the Appalachian Mountains. Hi from KCH.
I got an invite to that this year, except it falls on like, I think it's the same weekend as Proline by the Fire, which
Ooh.
it's like, I'm not going to miss the great big event. Like, it's not, it's a much larger event. And it's much closer. Like, all of the things are telling me, go to this one. Like, if it was at a time of year where I wasn't swamped.
Hey, do you like Proline by the Fire? Yeah. Well, you should probably go to that event. I thank you very much, though, Chris, for the invitation. If dates are in the future planned around that, by all means, I would love to go to Appalachia country.
Yes, because it's a beautiful area. But I just need it to be and not like the next weekend either. That would also be inconvenient.
Are the Smoky Mountains different from the Appalachians?
Well, Smokies are like down Tennessee area. I think that's still technically the Appalachian Range over there.
Okay.
What do we have? We have the Rockies, the Sierras, the Appalachians. I think there's like one other.
Miscellaneous.
There's one more mountain range that I'm missing. It's up in like
the Larrys,
Washington area. But
the Lloyd Mountains.
Art.
They're in Florida.
Art says, I got an RC 4-wheel drive pen in my swag bag from AAC, the event we were at this weekend. It exploded in about 4 clicks.
Ah, nice.
It's like the worst game of hot potato.
They're pretty loose in there. They're not actually like, you can pop all of them off if you really try at it. Well, this one's actually being remarkably restrained in its popping offness. Small Factory said, undercover job working at RC 4-wheel drive, filling mystery boxes. So funny. I haven't heard from them yet.
Oh, amazing.
I don't know what's going on there. They won't return my emails. Kidding. I haven't sent any. Mail call. Are we doing mail call?
Yeah. Yes, I have more.
So
I just did one right away.
Yeah, fine. When I was at that event, it was a sort of a tinier, smaller event hosted by a man on his personal property, 123 Fake Street. It's right down the corner. There was a guy, we kind of did a swap meet sort of thing while we were there. And I had a whole box just loaded with junk. And people were like, oh my gosh, how much for that? And I was like, I don't know, $50. They're like, what? And I was like, yeah, I don't want it. So please take it. I will take your money. I got rid of all kinds of stuff. And then I went and spent it all at another man's table. Because I have no restraint. Because, I got a super shafty 3-gear Vanquish built transmission. Look at those MIP outputs, man. They're as big as my finger.
6 mils, it looks like.
Yeah, those are the big boys. Big boys with big toys.
Yeah, right?
This one was probably hand assembled by Michael Durston when he owned Super Shafty.
That, or let me see the case itself. Up higher. Okay, that's a V2 case. Okay, so yeah, it could have been Mike. I was thinking it could have been Rick,
sure,
if it was the V1 case.
Yeah, definitely no.
So.
Well, actually, hard to say because also next to this on the table, was a whole whack of Vanquish SCX axle stuff.
Time machine.
So it was definitely a time machine. I was like, I do have an SCX 10 honcho kit. What else could I buy? Kevin Nugent, who was at the event, goes, where else could you buy a set of 3 wheels? Which I believe he did buy. Yes.
I need that.
It was so great. It was so great. I sold the FMS Jimny for $50.
The 12th or the 6th?
Big one.
The 6th.
6 scale one.
Yeah. Someone got it. As much as I don't like that car, that's a deal.
That was. He's like,
I have one there.
I think he was confused because he went $50. I was like, yes, please take it. And then the host of the event, after everyone had picked through it, believe it or not, those 2.2 OMFs were still in the box. And the host of the event was like, do you still have any of that stuff in the box? I said, you can have whatever is in there. Thank you for hosting this event. So I gave them to him.
2.2 OMFs.
Yep.
A $400 set of wheels.
Yep.
You're a very nice man.
Hey. Then I got home and I was like, I could actually use those for something now.
You mean the new bomber kit that you just...
Yeah. Those would have come in really handy.
They would have. Unless we start making you some 2.2s again soon.
You never know.
Never know. Could happen
You never
soon.
know. There were people fighting over the Jimny at $50.
Oh, I bet. I would have just bought it and turned around and went, $100. Who wants it?
I said, it's yours, but you can't resell it here. You can resell it later. I don't care.
I like your rules.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Did you just show us something you got for mail call?
The bomb-proof trans, which also comes with the 6mm outputs. You need to have these, otherwise.
That is helpful.
Oh, that's out of that's
out
not
of date now?
anymore.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The new direct drive one just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice, I guess.
It is, although not the most current generation. Let me tell you, it didn't improve my driving.
No, shockingly not. No, it actually, if anything, makes your driving less good.
Yeah. I'm playing Assetto Corso with it.
Yes.
Which I feel like that maybe it's better in that.
Oh, 100%. You can't use a controller for ACC.
But anything else, it's worse.
Yeah, well, don't use it for like Forza Horizon. That's a video game, not a simulator.
Yeah. So, and then same with Beam and G or Wreckfest. All of them terrible. You have to use. Those are controller games for sure. So
yeah.
But still having fun with it.
Oh man, I love mine. I wish I had more time to dedicate. I played ACC hardcore for a little while, and I got into I was wearing VR, and I was like, I'm in the car. This feels so real. It's amazing. It's the best feeling ever, until you get up, and you're like, oh yeah. So now I'm thinking I just need a really wide monitor. Anyway, with ACC, it's like, if you're not in VR, if you're not properly centered within the game, your braking distances are all completely out of whack. Your steering edges, like where the track is, you're either undercutting or overcutting. It took forever to figure it out, but I absolutely it cannot be done without a wheel. You need the wheel.
Yeah, that's
100%.
The only thing I do play it in third person for drifting.
I'm sorry.
You have to, for drifting. It's just the first person view does not work.
No, well, because you want to see the tire smoke.
No, because you need to see your angle, and you're just looking.
Well, how do they do it in a real car?
They can turn their goddamn head.
Try VR.
Well, there's that. I do have that, but so,
I'm looking if I were to take it seriously, though, I would get that direct drive in a heartbeat. That new one.
I am so glad that I got that 923, which I got from our friends over at EVGA when I was there a week and a half ago or so. Which interesting week for EVGA.
Oh my gosh, did we talk about that
We did not.
on this stream?
No,
did we talk about that together?
No, a little tiny bit Friday when you were in the chat, but
when did I talk about it then? I guess I talked to Joe about it. Anyway, regardless.
So crazy stuff.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. Long story short, EVGA independently decided to not do the next generation of NVIDIA graphics cards. So no 40 series cards will be coming from EVGA. They're getting out of the video card business, at least with NVIDIA entirely.
Yeah.
That's as best as anybody.
It's so hard if you're not into computers, but
this
big
scale computer builders.
The things that like shock me, big picture stuff. It's like it's 80% of their revenue is this segment. And they're like, we're not doing that anymore. However,
but
their profit margins, they work on like 2% profit margin. Like, and you can understand that in any business you're in. And they lose money on the high end stuff when they sell it in the hundreds of dollars range.
Yeah, I can't believe it. NVIDIA, in fact, I watched their stream yesterday, touting all the new features of the 4090s, and then I watched a couple of other computer guys' takes on it, and everyone thinks NVIDIA is like completely out to lunch, like they're not putting their cards in the right sort of categories. The top tier card is $14.99. Like, I think I put together.
I could get a custom built. I'd get a custom built SCX3 for that.
With only the finest 2-in-1 Spectrum ESC and receiver. But I put together this computer over here that's running all of this right now for probably $14.99.
Right.
Absolute insanity. It's stupid. I hope that more vendors kind of also speak out and drop it too. That would be really interesting to see. And I have a feeling AMD isn't far behind on their next gen stuff that could potentially put up a good fight.
We'll see. Either way, it's just a crazy world. Lots of smells.
Stupid. Anyway, enough computer talk. That's going to bore
everyone. Back to trike
death.
Talk, though. Yeah, this is my new air filter. I'm still waiting on some other parts for that.
K&N? How many horsepower does it
more
have?
Like L and N.
Elemento.
Yeah.
They always go together.
You got anything else?
Yeah, I surely do. Somebody very helpful a couple streams ago, or maybe even on the mud truck content, was like, hey, you know that there's another Fling King that's more of a 2.2 monster truck. And I was like, okay. So I ordered them. So
hey, you got those.
I've got 3 different Fling Kings, and these have the different offset hubs that screw into the whole assembly there. So we're going to maybe give those a go too. Those will present far less rubbing than the big boys. But funny story, I saw a couple monster trucks running around at that private event, and I was like, you know what, that LMT isn't too bad. It was booting around the off-road track pretty well, and I was like, that could be kind of fun. I hate saying that out loud.
Yeah, Tony might hear you. He could pop in at any second.
Like,
did you say monster truck?
Somebody say something about monster trucks?
I this week received in the mail the new R Designs steering wheels for radios.
Ooh,
so
fancy.
They're aluminum. They're much wider, and there's a couple of different foam options. They come with a kind of a standard narrow foam, but they also have a more plush or cushion for your
I can feel it already.
So these are from Our Designs. ourdesignrc.com is the website. But they come in a ton of different colors. I don't know, 7 or 8 different colors. They're made for Sanwa, but for Futaba, they make adapters already.
Is there a spectrum adapter?
I believe that's a thing, but I do not know because I don't have to care about that. So yeah.
I'm a radio snob.
There's 2 different styles. Okay, Matt, here you go.
I only like Futaba.
One of these is a 5-spoke and one of these is a 10-spoke. That is the design names of these.
Okay, push them up a little bit so everyone on up.
I'll be off of my monitor.
Up and back. Who cares? People already saw them on your stream. The one in your
off screen?
That one is the 10-spoke.
This one?
That's the 10-spoke.
And that's the 5-spoke?
Sure.
You'd be incorrect. Actually, we are gonna open it up. Someone asked. Knife brought to you by Brazin Scale, which also this entire month is.
Yes, and my apologies for last week. I was not, if you remember, feeling very well.
Oh, you sounded like death. So
I was not good. So my apologies to Brazin Scale for not mentioning them as the monthly sponsor for last week. If you are interested in winning one of the chassis that they are offering for the giveaway this month, tag me, tag Josh, and tag Brazin Scale in a post on Instagram. They all get filtered into a pot, and then Josh will select the winners.
Yes, I select this month. Matt selected last. But yes, this is so Our Design. Yes, Ben, the drag racing manufacturer, indeed.
If you move them up over your face, that's perfect.
This is above my face on my screen.
Put them lower than your face. Dana goes, I love how Matt said push them up and Josh moves them closer. Push up, dummy. Not move closer, idiot.
Whatever. Highball Performance, thank you, sir. How strict is Axial Fest with the trucks? I have a U4 chassis with a VFD trans, Axial S610-3 axles. Can I bring it or should I leave it at home? Nope, it has a VFD transmission. It needs to be an axial style transmission. Axial style.
I mean, you've got a few months to figure it out.
Yeah, you've got like 10 months to go.
10.
So, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the deal. So either way, I thought that the design name was the interesting part of that, and they're wider. I have not put them on yet, obviously, but I'll get to that.
Clearly.
I will get to that.
All right, final thing for me this week. Oh, look at that.
Look at that. A pristine box, even.
Yeah, it's basically brand new. It was looked at and then put away.
Yeah, but I mean, even the box isn't even built up or beat up. I mean,
no, it's perfect. You could eat off of it. I wouldn't, though.
That's an interesting.
But yeah, this is the kit, so it's got all the good bits in it. I've already got a lot more good bits to add to it. But I don't think I'm going to have that ready to go for Proline by the Fire. So if anybody's got a spare bomber, Josh, that I can drive, Josh, I'll race in the Ultra
5K?
Old Guy class.
I do.
I think I'm in the old man class now.
I do have a spare bomber, my ultimate bomber, which I will have ready because there's a U4 race this weekend. Here
excellent.
in the Sacramento area, which I intend to go take up
to
there.
Win.
And
I intend to win.
Intend to win. So yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, that is.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me borrow that.
Yeah, not a problem.
That's fantastic. Is it going to be fast enough to keep up with me?
You know, I think it'll do. I can swap to that 2-in-1 Spectrum system if you need.
I don't. As long as the battery's been charged up at 15 amps, we're good.
Yeah. Charge that, and then we're going to charge you at 15 amps. Just real quick. Just like, let's go.
Speaking of batteries, I took a whole pile of my older batteries that I don't really use much anymore because they're either too small or not good. Still fine. Like they all work. But I just dropped them off at a battery recycling at a Staples.
Yeah.
So I really hope that Staples doesn't like explode.
That's a good idea. They have
I was like,
they just have the bin.
Hey, yeah. I was like, is this the battery recycling area? He was like, yep. I said, okay, these are RC batteries. So he's like, I don't care. Throw them in the bin.
Yeah, like
Okay.
they're all batteries to me, man. Like, well, best of luck to you.
Okay. Don't drop them. Yeah, no, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Dream Stoner 420, thank you. Would you both be down for a square body crew cab long bed build off with duals? No.
No. Thank you though. Thanks very much.
Sorry to answer that, but no.
Nope.
Nope.
I like my Chevys with a single wheel on the back.
While I do like square bodies, there's just not much about it that I like. I don't like full-size wheeling trucks all that much in general. I don't know what
Josh can't build with styrene, so that's also a bit of a thing.
Can and have.
Yeah, well, terms loosely defined for you. Build and styrene. Pop it in the router, it'll be fine.
But yeah, it's just not. I have a huge list of things in my head that I would love to build one day. And
we've also got other projects we got to do,
which I think we should talk about a little bit.
We can talk about that a little bit. Yeah. Bot Brad just goes, "R.I.P. Staples."
Yeah, no kidding.
It'll be fine. The bin wasn't close to a wall.
Oh my god! Was it next to the paper products? Because
no, not at all. They must have had somebody else do the same thing already.
So in 2 weeks ago, we talked about this briefly, but it was about doing another monthly mayhem-esque challenge, but we were including a large number of YouTubers. And we got everybody finalized. We set out invitations. Everyone who was in, we got the details too. There was a handful of people who declined, which...
Yep. Which you kept on the response to everybody, by the way, but that's fine.
Did I?
Yeah,
whoops,
you did.
My bad. My bad.
So now everybody knows what he's doing.
Well, did I really reply all to that? Okay. Whoops. Didn't notice that.
It's fine. I love embarrassing you.
Man,
so
the reply all finally hit me. I don't normally make
so
that.
You're saying those batteries had a C rating of yeet.
Yeah. I can just see Matt individually spiking them into the container.
Kobe!
Is that an explosion joke? Or...
Josh, no. Do not disrespect Mr. Bryan and his legacy like that. You're terrible. Unbelievable. Can you believe this guy? Looking right down the barrel of the camera. Can you believe this guy?
Sorry. I have a dark sense of humor. Every once in a while it sneaks out. So...
Oh, Nath Chilarski has a new event that we should all go to. Staples by the Lipo Fire. The last time I did it, I took them to the dump. They have a battery recycling center there too, and I was like, "These are Lipo batteries. They're from RC cars." He's like, "Okay." Everyone here is like, "Wow, dark. Wow, still too soon." You said it, Matt. Holy hell, Josh. Such an ass.
Everybody on this side is just laughing. I think we found our audience. Difference is like, dark guys, come over here. Like,
that joke just burned like Matt's local Staples. Not local. I went to one that wasn't mine. Intentionally. Okay, where were we? Insulting the legacy of Kobe Bryant and talking about this thing that we didn't even really start talking about yet. We talked about it a little bit 2 weeks ago. It's another monthly mayhem style challenge.
Yes.
There are a few differences this time. We opened it up to other fellow tubers.
Yes. We invited probably about 10 people total. Ish. I think that's about right.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. Yeah.
And we got everybody lined up. Should we tell? I suppose we could say who's in it.
I don't see if there's anything. There's nothing wrong with that. We've got some big names.
Me. There's Matt.
Not so big.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But okay, so we got Matt and I, of course. We'll be tied on the banner. No.
Yeah, it's only our faces.
Yeah.
Nobody else. The two of us, a fellow ding dong.
Yeah,
West Desert Wheeler.
West Desert Wheeler. We, what? That's a good one to add. So, Mr. Monster Truck himself,
Tony CCXRC.
Tony CCXRC, RC Review.
RC Review, yeah.
RC Review's in it.
Francis. Yeah.
We've got
Turks and Jerps.
Turks and Jerps is joining us.
Yeah.
I assume he's going to make something out of wood.
He's also proudly going to troll this competition heavily.
I have to imagine as well.
Yes,
Mr.
absolutely.
K-Pop RC.
K-Pop RC is involved, yeah.
And Tomley RC from
That's right,
across
Tomley
the
RC.
pond. So we've got...
He sounds like he's from London.
So...
He doesn't watch the show.
And
so I'm not worried.
RC Driver was going to, but I accidentally
Yes.
replied all to his email where he had to then later back out. He was in,
Yeah,
but then he had
He
a
was in, but
conflict.
then he got busy.
If you all want to send me an
Conflicts.
email, I'll reply all to you as well. No, I'm kidding. So,
True.
Tell
So
you.
a nice healthy mix of people. We did ask Hemi Storm as well. Unfortunately, he could not
Conflict.
commit.
um,
RC Girl also could not commit.
Exo Cage couldn't.
Exo Cage could not commit.
I feel like there was a couple more, but I can't remember.
Kevin Talbot. No, we didn't.
No,
I don't think we bothered.
we did not get that one, or did not.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I think that's all.
I think that's everybody. Yeah.
So,
But a nice healthy mix of backgrounds and interests.
yes.
And that's about we're not going to give away. A-Main said straight no.
That's a good callback and good memory.
Good callback. Yeah, good callback, Magic School Truck. Oh, Santa Maria. Yeah, we didn't think of him, but that would have been a good choice too. But it does. I think it's sort of like it's at this point closed. That's
Yeah, no.
that's all
At
we
this
can
point,
muster.
it's done. It's started. Everyone's got their stuff. We
Well,
did.
they haven't gotten their stuff.
Well,
they have the rules.
They got their and what the,
what the
their
challenge is.
and their the stuff, what they're going to be provided or whatnot.
Yeah, we are going to be keeping most of the details of it and the results secret until all the videos are released, and we're hoping that they'll all be released on the same day.
Yes.
So it'll be like a whole glut of content. We'll get all the links so you can check out all the videos all at the same time.
Right. It's going to be like the 24-hour mayhem where it's one video release for everybody.
That's right. Yeah, and it could be that long. Like each video for that challenge, they were about 55 minutes or so.
Right.
But
We kind of told everyone that's the style we were looking for. So
yep.
It'll give you a good amount of entertainment if you want to go watch through everybody.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Uh,
Yeah. But the specifics of the challenge, we're not talking about that yet, right?
no, not. I don't think so yet.
No.
We're going to kind of keep that under until it gets closer.
It's a mystery box challenge,
So
but the contents are much better because you don't have to pay for them.
yeah.
No early releases, Matt. No, exactly. Yeah. West Desert Wheeler. I'm going to get the premiere set 3 weeks before, right, Matt? Yes, exactly, Logan. It's exactly what you do. You hit premiere because you want to watch it with everybody.
Exactly. And then
it tells everybody that there's a video coming up.
So I'm excited for it. It's going to be,
Me too.
It's during a very busy month, so I've got a lot of.
It's going to be a lot of late nights and a lot of shipping costs.
Yeah. I only started. I was just like, man, I'm excited. Matt's like, I've already started buying things. I'm like,
oh yeah, everything from my first iteration has already been bought.
Oh, I was like, oh, I need to buy some things today. So
you're at an advantage, though, in a couple of ways.
I am
in fact, K-pop and I are at a significant disadvantage.
Tom Lee, I believe, is probably more disadvantaged.
Why?
Because getting things into the UK is harder than anywhere.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, but he's still got like parts availability and areas in which to do what we need to be done. He's fine.
I'll give you
Whereas,
that. Yes.
K-pop and I definitely at a disadvantage here.
Okay, I'll give you that. I like that explanation of what you're going after.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we did try and find people who we thought would be able to,
execute,
custom build something like
right. Because that's one of the things that we can talk about this rule, at least.
Sure.
That all the work that's being done on these projects has to be done by the actual person in the challenge. It can't be like, you can't go, hey, pal, you're really good with X. You do this for me.
Right.
None of that.
That is the
None
goal.
of that.
The design and the execution is supposed to be done by you. Now, it is YouTube and movie. You can edit however you like. So,
well, we're really hoping that people are going to stick to the rules,
right?
Because it makes it a lot more fun that way.
Yes.
When you start farming stuff out and giving other people direction, it kind of takes away the whole charm of it.
Right.
So,
hopefully everything does go. It's a believable execution by everybody.
I hope so
there
too.
was a rule in there specifically. Yes, you do have to do all of the work yourself, except paint. There was an exception.
Paint, you can farm that.
There was an exception for paint.
Because Josh sucks at painting.
Whoever wrote the rules happened to put that in. So,
yes. Shocker.
Urban Legend Scalers, thank you, sir. Hey, you two goons. Just stopping in to say what's up from me and my boys. Me and my boys, Bo and Luke.
How many parts will Josh casting couch before making his final selection?
That doesn't matter in this series.
Doesn't matter.
There's no budget restriction.
No budget restrictions.
The mayhems.
No requirements each week. Honestly, you could basically go and in fact, it does end on October 31st. That's the final day, right?
That is
so
the final
I presume
day.
November 1st or sometime shortly thereafter, we'll make sure that that's the actual official release date of all the videos. But you could do nothing between now and October 31st at like 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
And then just go for one final.
Give it a shot and be like,
give her a go.
And so, Tom Lee was when Greg RC Driver wasn't able to make it. I was just like, let's shoot him an email. Jumped on his website over there, and
Dearest Philip.
I've never talked to him.
Oh, you haven't? Oh.
No, never have. I obviously ran across his videos.
That's interesting.
A lot of times.
I regularly engage with the community.
Look at you. I've watched his videos, but never spoke to him. And
all right.
So I jumped over his website, sent him an email, responded pretty quickly. We had some back and forth today, got him all the info, and he was excited. He's like, I've got a plan for this already. I was like, excellent.
Excellent. Checkered Past just asked a good question. Good point. So no outsourcing like send, cut, send. No, you can totally do that.
Yeah, that there's things like that. Like some people don't have even 3D printers. You have to have a friend 3D print you something like.
Yeah. That's fine.
It is.
But it's like the wrenching and the building and the actual execution of this challenge has to be done by you.
Yeah. So
you can't just like hand it off to somebody and be like, hey, you're pretty good with
designing things that are different.
Yeah.
So
you're pretty good at modifying and building. You do it for me. No.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun to see. And Matt and I always have such wildly different thought processes and approaches. And it was just one of those things, like Matt and I have talked about this for more than a year, 2 years, more, whatever.
Yeah. And this has been a while.
We're always just like, we need to include more people in this because it would be awesome to see the even more approaches that people could take.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I will admit, I am going full Josh on this one. I've joshed the heck out of this project.
I'm so excited to hear that. I don't know what it means. Nobody knows.
I'm thinking to myself, what would Josh do? Yep, this is exactly right. This is exactly the right approach.
I like it. Since I have a limited amount of time, I'm going to try some processes that are super overcomplicated and that I've never done before.
Excellent.
Because I don't have any time. So
yeah, that's perfect. That's how you want to do it. I'm stepping way out of my wheelhouse on this one too. This is way beyond anything I would normally attempt. So
I love to hear it.
Yeah, it's the Matt Romero. It's officially started basically now. Yeah, everyone has put in their interest.
Yeah,
we should actually start like a Discord or something so we can all chat.
We should. Agreed.
Right. It's a good idea.
Yeah. Whether that just be a Instagram chat or a Discord, whatever it is.
So how many times will Matt be going to emerge?
Ooh. Let me tell you.
Hopefully 0.
Oh, you did pick up the forged carbon kit.
I did. Yes, I did.
Hope to see it. I hope to see the box at least.
I hope that I've got time for that.
Let me tell you, super easy.
You mentioned, yeah. So it started. It's officially on.
Yeah.
Monthly Mayhem, but now involves other YouTubers, basically, yes.
Pretty much. And rather than weekly videos, just one video for each
one video
person.
At the end. Yeah. It's a month of Mayhem instead of monthly Mayhem.
Exactly.
I have to build intros for that, by the way.
Yes, you do.
I've got some time.
Yep. Matt and I have to prepare a few things to give to people just to kind of help them make everybody. Well, that way everyone has a similar.
Yeah. There's always an intro and not necessarily an outro, but definitely an intro that will tie it all together. So everyone's 10 o'clock.
To give everybody just an idea of, that way, just say, hey, open it up, say this, go over these rules, and then it's your oyster. So
I just got confirmation that K-pop has made his order.
Sweet.
Yeah. You can still did you send mine already?
I believe so. I believe one out today.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't do it.
Right. Well, yeah. Ew, cardboard.
Yeah. I get stuck to the tape gun.
So Matt, where will you be putting the CNC router table and TIG welder?
I tried to give Matt my old TIG welder. When I bought my new one, I told Matt, I said, I would like to give you this TIG welder. And he's just, I don't have room for it. I don't. Just like, I would like to get.
I appreciated the offer very much. Josh is a very nice friend.
I am, but when it's not on.
Idiot. Yeah. When this stream turns off, totally different guy.
Very nice. So I ended up giving it to one of my coworkers.
Nice. So. That's good. I'm sure it'll get more use there anyway.
He hasn't used it yet either. I mean, he has 3 kids, so it's,
man. It sounds like 3 mistakes. Oh, you gave it to Brandon?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So he'll get to it.
Yeah. He'll get to it.
Yeah, so, I mean, he'll probably use the arc welder side of it more than the TIG welder, honestly, just like for
100%.
Building gates around the property and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But either way.
Titus B just mentioned you should take your hat off. And I noticed that in your trike video, you were hatless at moments. And I was like, keep that hat on. Do not remove.
It is so long.
Oh my God. Get that taken care of. What is wrong with you?
Tonight will be the night.
Emo Josh. Oh boy. All right. That just threw me for a loop. Yeah, so that's gonna be a fun challenge. I hope everybody tunes into it. It's weird that we can't talk about it specifically because I think it's a super fun one.
So
it's gonna be fun.
Jeremy Kilburn actually sent me a message, and he was just like, "Hey, you should tell us like this, and then like some of us can try it ourselves, follow along on TikTok or social media." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, we normally haven't done that, but we've normally also like started it and then done it weekly, so people could have technically. It's almost like we should do it at a couple of weeks before,
like a progress check-in report or something
like that, and kind of tell people at that point. I don't know. It was a good question. I was just like, I didn't have a solid answer. I was just like, oh
yeah. It's weird because it's something that we definitely like. It doesn't prevent anything. Like nothing changes by us telling people what's happening.
We also, like we had mentioned, like in the messages we sent to everybody, we're kind of like, hey, like don't post your progress, like teaser photos, do whatever you want, like.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Let's noodle that one for a little bit.
Not this week at least.
No. Logan goes, you could talk about it. It is your challenge.
Yeah. We like to. Matt and I are usually on a pretty much the same page with things like that because we try and discuss them beforehand. So,
yeah, exactly. Yes, John, you're right. I did make this knife. Well, I assembled it anyway.
The knife Brazin sent me, which is the one with the number 11 X-Acto blade.
Yes. Yep.
Is also very dangerous because it's just at the right size where you have to like really. Like, if you're not holding it right, you can push this.
Ooh.
I like it, though. It is the official knife of Mail Call. So.
Do a build list of what you bought. Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh. I mean.
Teaser photos are fine. We can figure it out by the hashtags.
Yeah.
Very good, Dana. Very good. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
I mean,
Hatfield Flightcraft. I got that knife kit at a place called Lee Valley. I'm sure you could find a similar thing on Amazon now.
Perry G, missed one from him. So Matt coupled with Holmes as a new sponsor, and is now sponsored. What would Josh do?
Holmes. John is never going to sponsor. Yeah, exactly. All I need to do is spend a night in a bed with John Holmes, and then I'm instantly sponsored.
I'll tell the stories. Like it's just how things happened.
Chuck Land Holmes said we can see the progress early on OfferUp. Oh my God!
Now, did you guys talk about that on the stream last week?
Yeah,
you did. Okay,
yeah, we did. Yep. We talked about parts of it. So what we talked about was that somebody obviously at some sort of like shipping area lifted them,
right?
Basically, and they're investigating
outside of Horizon. Yes, like as they were in transport too, because that was the information that was also it was given at NERSA. Like people knew that.
Yeah.
So I had heard it, but I didn't. And then at NERSA, I also heard it. Like during somewhere in the port, possibly it was. And a very official investigation, not just like someone in a blue polo and khakis, like going around asking, like, did you hear?
Did you take a big box out of one of these containers? Nope. I'm not asking because you're in trouble. I'm just like, I want to know where I could get one.
I just want to know where it happened.
No, like, you're not in trouble. I'm not mad. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
It doesn't say it doesn't say Horizon on there.
No. Like this just got the.
I stole this.
Oh.
Huh?
Did they disclose how many were lost? Oh, that's an interesting question. I never heard anything about that.
No, I don't know.
Interesting. Can we get
Maybe I do.
Can we get Moose Jaw involved with Monthly Mayhem? He'll be the mod entry.
Not a bad idea. His paint job will be great. Then he won't have time to do yours.
Moose Jaw's already involved in this challenge.
Oh, hey, Tony CCXRC just joined. Tony, we just finished talking about you.
Yeah, we
talked about monster trucks. We talked about how much we love monster trucks. We talked about how many monster trucks we're buying.
What the best monster trucks are. And
the best monster truck is the MST monster truck.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hands down.
Or the CEN, you know.
End of story.
The CEN with the Fiat body.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It isn't a Barth, at least. Barth.
I'm half man, half dog. Barf. I'm a barf.
So, yes, that's...
found some 2.2 wheels, by the way. I
didn't think those were 2.2.
Yeah, these are 2.2.
Oh, there you go.
These are the Spec RC ones.
Right, I thought those were like 2.6s or something like that.
No. He made them 2.2s. What challenge? Tony, come on. Get with the program, man. Well, we didn't divulge any of the details.
We did not.
Just said you're in.
We just included the monster truck himself. So, you think Tony's going to put a big arm on it? Or
two
ears? An arm and ears?
Yes.
With a shark tail?
He's going to do the monster mutt. I can picture it now.
Cat dog. Like
Samson. Samsonite. I was way off.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what could be said. Nothing. You can say nothing, Tony. Not until we say so. But I hope you ordered your stuff.
Yep. You better get to getting. We got days are ticking.
Yeah, we don't have much time. It's almost October.
And a month goes quickly during these challenges.
Oh,
now, what is going to be nice is normally a month does go quickly, but you lose a day every week just with filming and editing bench stuff. So it's just like it ate into time, and you had to go test before that to make sure you had some sort of run. So it felt like it ate up so much time during it, just with having to do those weekly updates, that I feel like this is going to feel so much better. It
is, but at the same time, you can't forget to film stuff as you go.
Yeah.
You still have to do that.
Exactly.
Because otherwise you won't have much of a video at the end.
Right. It's going to be interesting just to see it, because a lot of these guys, they were just like, oof, like Tomley and RC Review are both just like, that is outside of my normal wheelhouse. So.
Yep. Yeah, there's not a lot of vlog style on RC Review from what I've seen.
Right. And I don't think Tomley does do it like when he goes out in the field and does.
Yeah, like he's used to talking to thin air, so he should be okay.
Yeah, like, you know, I watched like the infraction, the not the infraction, Maverick or something like that.
You mean the new 2-wheel drive Armas?
No, aren't they 4-wheel drive? The one that's like made for look like a speed car. It's bright green.
Vendetta.
Yeah, the Vendetta. Sorry, thank you. And because he had been recently doing like videos being like, hey, it says on the box a car will go this fast. And then he tests them and goes, it doesn't go this fast. They say that it needs this to go this fast, but they don't sell this part. So,
that was the Traxxas Bandit that he was doing.
And it was like, it says it'll go this fast. Says you just need a part to go that fast.
That they don't make.
They don't make it. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then he did like the Vendetta from Arma, and he's like, it goes faster actually than it says on the box.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Arma tough, baby.
Yeah.
West Desert Wheeler. I think everyone in the challenge should post the guess of who will win, if not themselves. My money's on Josh or K-pop, I think.
It's mine to lose. Like,
I mean, confidence is key.
It
is Josh's to lose. I hate to admit that, but it's true.
It is in a number of ways, which will all make more sense, but it just is. So it's anybody who does, me winning is not a real victory. It will just be if I didn't, it
Well,
would have
yeah.
been really embarrassing. It would have been really impressive from whoever else.
Tony goes, actually, it's mine to lose, Josh.
Ooh.
The trash talk is starting
Love
already.
it. My favorite part of this.
Tony, I don't know if I would be going out and saying stuff like that. That's because he designs the rules so he can break them. That is true. That is true. I didn't really go over these with a fine-tooth comb, so
Matt
I'm
did
sure
make
there's a lot of stuff that's open to interpretation.
I actually tried to de-mat these rules.
What does that mean?
Like I had to put in there no gravity power. like you can't throw it off a roof. Forward propulsion must come from the wheels and tires.
Oh, no, Tony goes, no, I mean, I'm going to lose guaranteed. I don't know, Tony. There's a lot of dark horses here that could really lose badder than you.
I'm so excited for everything.
Everyone else sees the rules as ABS, while Josh sees the rules as TPU.
Look at like, oh, there's you just go right past that. Look at that.
No, it's a Mobius strip.
Speaking of ABS, first, Casey Crawler, serious question: do the incision shocks in the Pro Crit always look like the plastic axial shocks, or just mine? Not always.
Not always. No.
No, not always. I mean, they can, especially if overfilled at all. Do not overfill them. Do not overfill. That is the first thing that will do it.
Yep. Don't overfill. Treadmill. No, not a treadmill. The power has to come from. Actually, yeah. Go ahead and put it on a treadmill.
Exactly.
Tony. That sounds like an awesome idea. You do that. Let us know what the GNSS tells you. Answer is 0.
The answer is 0. But ABS, Matt, did you see in the scale news?
I probably did.
The Delta Plastics MON 14.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to call it a body. That's a Delta Plastics member.
It is a member. I'm not sure if you guys saw it or not. If you saw the scale news, I don't have a clear photo of it. I could probably pull it up, but that is what it looks like on my side. Of course, I can't see it on Matt's. Matt, can you see it there?
Yes, it looks like a giant penis.
Yes,
penis and balls.
This is being off. This is body. Let's call it that.
Member.
Delta Plastics. It is listed under the crawler and bouncer body section.
Where is Delta Plastics located?
Their website is like Delta Plastics USA. So, and it's Delta Plastic Plastik.
Yeah.
So they are in the US because also the shipping for the 2 bodies that I bought was only $5. I bought that body in 1.5 millimeter clear and 3 millimeter ABS.
Well, you can glue a bunch of stuff without a styrene on that one.
So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Not for the challenge, hashtag. But I don't know why I needed them, but something about them, you know.
I know. Hey, I don't know why I needed it, but I loved it.
Yeah. Team Garage Hack. Thank you. Hashtag Overdrive fans. Hashtag. There's a lot of things about Overdrive, Matt, that could be educated to people. Tell the people. Scale Crawler Fab Shop, is 3 millimeters considered hard body? 3 divided by 25.4.
Yeah, I think that's over 040, isn't it?
Yeah, that is 0.118. Now that is pre-molded thickness. So they want that to be. You're right.
Before it got hard, you mean?
Actually, before it got soft and then shaped.
And now it's hard.
Once it re-hardens after its refractory period, then it just has to be measured to see if it is 0.040.
Depends on if it's been in the pool or not.
Yeah, I was in the pool.
Well, are they trying to out J Concepts?
So I ran across the story, of course, during filming the news. I was like, I didn't even notice that it was offered in multiple thicknesses until I was filming the news and I had it in front of me. Saw that it was 1 millimeter, 1.5, and 3. And I was just like, and I selected the 3 millimeter ABS and it said 5 available. I was just like,
yeah,
I'm buying one. So I bought one and I bought a clear one. Why not?
Hey.
2 hours after the news published, the other 4 were gone. Sold out.
So that's all they need to. That's all anybody needs to do. Put something ridiculous out. Josh publicizes it for free, and then people will buy it. Does it come in a ribbed version? Unbelievable. It's such a bizarre shape.
I know. I don't know what it could go on. I don't know how you make that fit anything.
Oh, I just turned it off on myself.
You're good at cameras.
This friggin' thing, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what. Perry G, thank you very much. Is the black ABS version called Black Snake Mon 14? This is terrible. Paint some veins on it. Stop. You guys. I can't anymore. I'm done. 132 episodes, and this is what kills me.
You know,
does Tamiya make flesh color paint? I mean, there's lots of different colors for flesh. So, what are you gonna put it on, Josh?
I don't know.
You know, whatever you do, don't let Nicole see it.
It'll be interesting. Be like, are you mad about this? Like it's like an experiment. Like, tell me how this makes you feel.
I mean, you know, if you want to try it, we'll try it. I mean, oh my God, this show we're done. That's it. Cancel.
So yeah, that's sorry, my phone keeps vibrating.
Moose Jaw's like, actually, TS77. TS color. So you'll have to paint it first with some PS clear.
I mean, what the hard body though?
Will it go fast or slow? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can use it on the ABS.
Just saying. So, yeah, that's.
Hey, I've seen that before.
Schrodinger's RC. Oh my God. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
That's a perfect place for that bumper sticker. I knew that these would come in handy.
KC Crawler, put it on your shafty.
These things, they write themselves. We don't need to even, like, if Rick isn't driving that in the woods.
Oh, white winch line needed for it.
Nope. Nope. Good night, everybody. Perry G, maybe Delta Plastics is just trying to get more women involved in the hobby.
Put it on something that does wheelies.
Oh, it's so great. I love it. That was really good.
I'm
You
done.
could crawl it. You could crawl it at a medium pace. Who's painting it for you? Is Moose Jaw going to paint it? Oh, your picture is frozen. Come back to us, Josh.
It's working on my side.
Well, it's definitely not.
And it's showing.
Oh, there you
moving
go.
on.
You're back.
I was
You're
gonna
back.
say it's
You're
showing
back.
moving on the sky.
Is Moose Jaw painting this for you?
like the mod chat said, I'd sent them the one early, and they're just like, "You're gonna have to give very specific instructions for this one." Like,
he's going to be using all kinds of crafty materials, yarn. It's going to be like textures. It's going to be great.
oh god, yeah. That's.
What is I'm confused. What is the Black Mon 14?
The name of the body is Mon 14.
It's got to mean something.
So I tried, like Leet speak or whatever. So I tried looking up MONIA. Like, tried to look at like translations to other languages to try and see. I don't know.
What's the expected runtime?
It says 20 minutes, but
on average, it's probably more like 3.
Yeah, needs a break after 3.
Needs a Gatorade and a few minutes.
Block the back of the cab.
Google it, Matt. No, I'm not Googling it. Monster 14 inch.
Your results may vary.
Oh my god.
I can't. So yeah, when I saw that body, let me tell you. Could it be Delta Plastic's most popular new body? I'm just saying.
It probably. What motor will Josh use? Probably something with paw. Guys, without you, this show would not be any good. So thank you for watching. It's very much appreciated.
God. I have.
And I say guys, I mean chat. Chat. Everybody in the chat. Thank you.
Jimmy Two Horses. Googly eyes or GTFO?
Wouldn't you only need one, though?
If runtime exceeds 4 hours, please call a doctor. Which was said by Woodcocks.
Double check the wheelbase, because you know that body's probably 3 inches shorter than they advertised.
Griffin said, I mean, before now, I'd never heard of Delta Plastics, so...
That's true. This is more free advertising for Delta Plastics.
You come up with 16-cent pens, or you make a body that looks...
Definitely needs a winch fair lead, but like vertical instead of horizontal. This is terrible. Oh my gosh.
Whew. Okay. I knew that this show was we're gonna get to this, and I just like that meme where the kid's just holding it in, just like that was me. That was me since Monday. Just like
I'm able to very well replicate that guy's face. It's scary. your name here. Time to build some scale tunnels. DK. So beef tubes, super shafty, and a Magnum motor. Why? Oh, God. I'm going to find, this is from Dump Truck. Matt's going to find a curb and bend it.
This stream brought to you by Pfizer.
It isn't. It is brought to you by
Brazin Scale RC. If you need a chassis to go underneath of your Mon 14.
Mon 14. By all means, check them out. They've got lots of different options, including this excellent leaf sprung version.
Is that the C1 chassis?
Yeah.
You think they'd make a D1 chassis for the Mon 14?
Stop, Josh. We're past that now.
I am a child.
Nope. We have half an hour. Let's keep it rolling. Brazin Scale? Good one, DK. It's like he's a stand-up comedian or something.
Right.
Who knew a male-dominated hobby would have so many dick references?
Yeah. It's
news to me. I don't know.
Put us in a room by ourselves, and it's all. We're past.
The problem is that a lot of people will buy that body and then paint it exactly like you think they would, and be like, huh, and then take it to an event where there's children, and it's gonna people be like, you can't.
I do. I want to take it to events and then record it and just blur it the whole time as it drives around. Whatever graphics I put on the side, I'm just gonna blur.
It doesn't matter.
Like, what is the sorry, I can't tell you.
Will this build get the truck nuts? Doesn't need them.
Yeah.
Doesn't need them.
Double bumper type treatment. You can't.
Don't need it. It needs a driver named Richard.
All this and no spammers?
I know. Yeah. Come on. Let's go, guys. Unbelievable.
Absolutely unbelievable. So
I'm really shocked that they made it.
The thing is, it's that these projects are any project, a body, it doesn't matter. They take time. This is
and there's multiple people in the pipeline that have to approve these things.
Yeah.
Even at a small company.
A number of people saw this and they're just like, yep, keep going. Yep. I like that one. And it's called the V2. I want to see the V1.
It's veinier. I don't think we can put. They're like, I don't think we can put the veins in it. We got to make another one.
That's too far. Right? So
does it look too much like
I don't know, man. Did you look at that? Does it kind of look like oh, you're right. We had those headers coming out of the side, and it just we got to get those. We got to take those off. So, it's amazing to me. It's not just that. If they would have just asked J Concepts, who they use for naming, it could have topped it. They could have just outsourced that one aspect. Hey, who do you guys use for naming stuff? What's he got here?
What's he got going? Have him take a look at this. Have him take a look at this real quick.
The Duke. How about we go with
that? Haas.
The Octagon. The left one is Dr. James Westfall, and the right. God, I can't remember that whole quote. If anybody remembers where that quote is from, 2 chat points.
V1 was an actual sex toy. Where does the driver sit?
Dr. Kenneth Noisewater. That is right. Yes. The left one is Dr.
Anchorman?
Yes.
Yeah. The Pen 1.5 by J Concepts.
The pen is stuck.
That's actually pretty good. The pen is mightier. Pen 15 was a real missed opportunity. I don't disagree.
Copyright
But
issues with the show.
Yeah.
So, sorry. I'm done with my child. I'm moving on.
Yeah, but does the driver, does he sit way at the back?
Believe so.
He's way back here.
Believe so.
Or is he
Is he laid out?
Is he let's go?
Does it have an ejector seat? It just needs the driver stands behind it.
Yeah, that's how
Rumble seat
actually
style.
that's how you're gonna have to prep. You're gonna have to stand. You have to stand at
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's do this. I can't believe I hate myself. I'm so sorry. Ace and Gary style.
I put that in the Scale News. There was a few people who understood it. I don't think a lot of people know old school SNL, but
no, not everybody does. I do.
It was yeah. You know what? I'd be surprised if you could find clips of Ace and Gary around still.
That's true. Not really.
Little out of the times. So
a little tiny bit canceled by now, probably. It comes with an adjustable wheelbase. Yeah, when you start on the course, it's only 4 inches long, but once you get some power flowing through it, once you give it a magazine, the wheelbase extends. Oh my God!
Shanked it. Chris Ishii. Thank you, sir. Good seeing you this weekend. And speedy recovery. I have a stomach ache.
Yeah. Well, every once in a while we have one of these episodes where things get a little out of control.
Little slap happy.
Yeah. Talking about linear actuators.
Hey, did you know that those existed, or was it just me?
No, I mean, I knew they existed on a larger scale, but I didn't know they
knew that
miniaturized them.
Right. I knew that they existed in miniature, but the ones that I had seen before were expensive and they weren't easily controllable by PWM, things like that. Yeah. So I was like, oh, seeing them at High Tech and that they have a return to center, they have all that. It
looks pretty awesome.
For
I'd love to
$99
figure out a way to make it work.
I bet we could find a use for them at some time.
Yeah. That body gives a new meaning to going through the gate. Moose Jaw. Don't stoop to our level. Be better. There's a lot of jokes that have not been exploited, but Gringo Starr decided to go there. That new body is a little hard to swallow.
Oh. You know what?
Left a bad taste in my mouth.
Well played.
Yeah. Well played indeed. Moose Jaw's too late. I'm already at your level.
Josh, what use cases come to mind for the linear actuators? It's a great question because I didn't have a bunch of use cases in mind right away, other than thinking of active arrow for projects, which you could still use a servo for. I know that they're using them on the rollback kit that I got for that Traxxas Ultimate Hauler. They use them in that type of situation. So, tow trucks, things like that. Team Garage Hack, Chris, he actually sent me a picture of how he's using them in more of a robotic type situation. I think it's actually for like mining, exploration stuff, in his real world stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I just know that there's places for it.
Oni asked, "Are we getting close to actuators that could act like a real scale hydraulic on axle steering, or are they too slow for that?"
I think they're just too slow for that, and they're still too big. So yeah, Jimmy Two Horse says the Mon 14 is still available in 1 millimeter and 1.5 millimeter. Just ordered one and praying I get it in time for PLBT F22.
Now keep it in the medieval theme.
Yeah, super unkempt.
Yeah, it's already got syphilis. Don't touch it.
Oh, you can pre-order the 3 millimeter. Get yourself on the back order. These things are selling like hotcakes. I spent
What did you do?
I spent $100 on these two bodies.
Oh my gosh. They usually make better stuff than that, though, right?
They make a lot of top speed run bodies. They make stuff for the like 1/7 scale.
Right.
I mean, they make like much more legit bodies as well.
Yeah.
And then this one. So,
actuator for dig and overdrive shift in a moon buggy where room is limited. Yeah, that could be a thing for sure.
You could, except the room is limited. Like these things are they're still kind of long. I mean, they fit in a hand, but like I think with a micro,
they're still big. They're still like this big.
A micro servo, you would still be in better shape.
Right.
So yeah, you just gotta find the right place. Who knows what it is, but I feel like I want to find out.
$100 for two bodies. Sounds like Josh got shafted.
Have you seen the price of bodies these days?
That's pretty good. Highway to Hell. Thank you for that. And good to see you again. I know that you're in Australia, and I know it must be late. I think they get a day off today, though, because R.I.P. Queen.
Oh, they got, but that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, retroactive, Everyone gets a holiday. Federally, we got a holiday, but provincially, we didn't.
Oh.
So we didn't get a holiday.
Interesting.
It's fine.
I didn't know her, so.
A lot of people didn't. Yeah, why didn't they call it the Johnson? Good question, David.
Oh, there's so many questions. Like
Johnson.
Who owns this place? We need them we need the marketing manager on the phone. Even though I have a feeling the marketing manager is also the guy who does
he also
shipping,
makes the bodies
and makes the bodies and gets to name the bodies. And
let's see if we can get a hold of
yes,
Delta Plastics and get them on the show and go. What do you?
We're just gonna sit here and be like, now you
go ahead.
Tell the people.
No, it's your show.
Tell them what you've done. We're not
Don't
mad.
show them. We're just disappointed. How could you sell this?
I mean, we bought it.
No, we didn't.
The royal we,
Oh, I see. Yeah. Long live the king. You ding dong. King dong. More like.
Yeah.
Especially when you're running that body.
That's a good question. Do the bodies come cut or uncut?
Oh, man.
I'm a child.
Delta Plastics, you have the floor.
Yeah.
They must know. Yeah, obviously they know. There's no way they couldn't know.
Right? Like either these guys just have freaking awesome sense of humor, or we're just like, I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I don't really but
I mean, J Concepts have put out some weird stuff. I'm sure we could do it, and someone will buy it. I know of at least one moron on the internet. I've seen his show a whole bunch. He'll buy 2 for sure.
So,
all right. Well, so next week,
yes,
I won't be here.
you'll be Vegas next week.
But I am bringing my gear, so we should be able to.
Okay.
I'll at least check in for a little bit. Maybe not do my own stream, but
Right.
definitely do
Skype
a
in.
check in on your stream. Yeah.
Yep. And I'll probably.
That's probably the best you can get from me.
Oh, so it's going to be just me and Delta Plastics.
Wait, hold on. If they come on the show, you cannot do it without me.
Agreed. Well, wouldn't
They have
dare.
to be here.
Yeah.
I can't miss that.
I know.
There's a lot of shows that, like in our fantasy world of guests that actually come on this show.
Uh-huh.
There are things I cannot miss. Delta Plastics, J Concepts. I cannot miss those.
Yes, agreed.
Next week you will no longer have a sponsor.
Wait, next week?
No, we still will.
We still have one more week. 28, still Brazin Scale.
28, still Brazin Scale.
So the drifting, I did go to Super G while I was in.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you drive a drift car while you were
did.
There?
Yeah. Of course, they're all rear-wheel drive drift cars. And it's crazy because drift.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did get to drive. And it all just comes down to finesse. So
you were terrible at it then.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So bad. I just gave the remote back. I told you.
I am not good. No, you're getting it. And they're just being like really super nice to you.
Yeah. Like,
no,
nope.
give it another try. Who brought this clown? Who is this clown?
Oh, it was.
Which is a doubly great insult because one, they're calling you a clown, and you're not even one of the more well-known ones.
Yeah.
Did he drive it in third person?
I mean, technically, yes.
Yeah, technically he did.
So, it was a great time. I don't see myself doing it, even though
you're not going to get into the drifting.
I've got a drift car. I can tell already. Now, it is super cool to do. Especially to see the guys who are tandem with each other and doing everything super. It's impressive. It's amazing actually to see how close they're able to get to each other without hitting from across the track and just hit clipping points and just so amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah. No.
I bought a drift car as well.
Yes.
Because K-pop and I are going to do some drifting this winter.
I will be interested to see how that goes.
For me, probably very well, because I am all about finesse.
I agree that's where your priority is. But it's still driving.
Well, we know how that goes.
Yeah.
The curbs are a lot smaller, though.
They are. They're very scale.
Just imagine that I still managed to somehow completely explode the car.
That is the thing. The rear-wheel drive drifting, compared to like the last time I was at a drift track and had a drift car, it was in the all-wheel drive counter steer days. Mm-hmm. And the drifting was so much faster then.
Right.
I mean, guys were going slow, but it was still so much faster than the rear-wheel drive guys now. So the opportunity to yard sale another person's car, much less now than it was in the four-wheel drive days.
That's good. To be good at drifting, you have to race a guy in a Viper first. Please, come on.
Yes. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Then you have to be shipped off to Japan.
Yeah, and you have to download.
You are bad.
You have to download the Teriyaki Boys. And
yeah, you have to have a friend whose car. Your friend has to have a car that looks like the Hulk.
Yeah, exactly. And then build
and
yourself.
Preferably a rapper.
Although the new 4-cylinder Mustangs probably could drift pretty well.
That's right, because they have they got all those modes now, right?
And turbos. Yeah, the new S650 looks pretty good. If you're a Mustang fan, which I am.
I don't know. I didn't like the look of it.
You don't? I like the new Mustang. I think it looks great.
It feels like they just keep squeezing those headlights. Just keep.
It has remote revving from the key fob.
Why?
Come
on.
Yeah,
I know why. I know exactly why. So you can sound like you know how to drive without actually yard sailing it at a Cars and Coffee event.
Just saying. That is going to be used so much. I'm not. Yeah. I like it. So
okay,
there you go.
That's cool.
You know what? I feel like finishing early on a night like tonight is
so apropos.
Is right.
Well said, Josh. I could not agree more.
Cheers to everybody for joining in on this.
Thank you, everyone. On this weird ass stream.
This shit show.
This was the best worst episode we've ever had. Thanks to Blind Guy RC, SLZ RC, Chris Barr, and Perry G. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Gunnerness and RC Patina Guy, Blind Guy RC, Eyeball Performance, Dream Stoner 420, Urban Legend Scalers, Perry G, Casey Crawler, Team Garage Hack Concepts, Jimmy Two Horses, Chris Ishii. Appreciate all of you.
You're all the best.
You've been fantastic.
Watch tomorrow morning another episode of What's on the Bench Weekly.
Yes.
I've already recorded the following week's episode and already scheduled it. So that's all ready to go.
Since you're going to be gone. And Jeremiah snuck one in there before the end.
Nice.
Josh, can I use
stamina?
Josh, can I use the RC Rock Pirates chassis with a servo on axle setup? Sure. Yeah, you just wouldn't use the cross member that I got separately. So yes, you could. It just depends on what cross members you want to use. It'd be easy to do that. So there you go.
You'll be doing something on Friday. I
got
will
a
see
bomber
everybody
to get ready for some U4 racing.
Rescue
don't break Raceway. It. I won't.
Don't break it because I need to use it.
It's good to test it out probably before you try and take it on.
That's true.
It's untested. True. Buck Dandy for president. Also right there at the end. Good seeing you, sir.
So quick drink and smoke, and then the stream restarts. All right, we're back. Okay, that's it, everybody. Good night.
Stomach hurts. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.